Hello guys, it's me JB. Quick preview today. I've got a lot on today, so to speak, so I thought I'd nip on for about 10 minutes, do a quick preview of tomorrow's big game between Arsenal and Burnley, which obviously takes place at Turf Moor. Obviously I'm going to do a little prediction for the game and hopefully talk a little bit about Sean Dyche, where I think he needs to improve a little bit this season as a manager. He has just there was some breaking news yesterday that he signed a new 4-year deal as Burnley manager that takes him to the end, I think, of 2025, which is good news in some respects. It is a little bit of a risk. I'll touch on the game later, but I want to touch on Sean Dyche's new contract. It is a bit of a risk because I think from most of this calendar year our form has been quite sloppy, especially at home. We haven't won since January, but we've got into a sort of a pattern which obviously transpired from when we lost against Southampton last season, where we've chucked away leads and then sort of drawn and lost games, and I put that down to a combination of A, poor refereeing in certain games, and B, Dyche's inability to change a game when the opposition has started to get on top or they've changed something tactically. And I did a little bit of studying from Monday against Everton, where we led 1-0 and then obviously went on to lose 3-1. I said my piece in Russ's phone in, which why I didn't do one of the usual frank rants, so to speak, because it was just damn easier just to edit my bits from Russ's phone in and out a little bit. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, basically, so I look at it logically and I think, right, so I watched it back on Claret's Play the other day, and I thought, what could Dyche have done better? And I came up to the conclusion that if as soon as it went to 1-1, or as soon as he saw a sniff of Andre Gomez coming on, Dyche should have cottoned onto it straight away. What I mean to say is that he should have actually said, okay, we'll take Ashley Barnes off, he's been ineffective, he's not done much apart from hassle and hurry a little bit, and we'll put Maxwell Cornet on, put him down the left, stick McNeil in a central attacking midfielder positioning behind Chris Wood, and shore it up a bit. And I think if we'd have done that, I think we'd have nullified the threat that Gomez possessed, we'd have nullified Andros Townsend, and we'd have won the game. But unfortunately Dyche didn't do that. But now you know, a lot of people will say though that maybe the inability to sign a new contract, or the uncertainty of not signing a contract for some time, might have had something to do with the performances, possibly. But now, you know, but I think Dyche has been quite sloppy. I called for his head a little bit the other night. We've got him for 4 years. I think it's a risk, but it's a risk that Aaron Pace reckons he wants to take, and that's fair enough. But Dyche now really needs to get his A game on tactically and on the substitutions, because for the last couple of seasons it's been a well-known issue. He plays certain players that sometimes don't deserve to be in the starting 11, Ashley Barnes being one example. But you know, I'm not looking at what Sean Dyche has actually achieved for us. I mean, to win 2 promotions and to keep us in the Premier League for 6 years is, you know, for a club like ours, he's brilliant. He's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But the last couple of years we've been sloppy. The last season and a bit we've been sloppy tactically. You know, we haven't been able to replace players. Yeah, I can understand last season to a certain degree. We had the sell to Pace and Mike Garlick's reluctance. But this year, I can't blame the board, because Pace has backed Dyche with about £35 million worth of funds, which is probably the most we've ever spent in one season. So there's no excuses now from the board. They've put their money where their mouth is. So I've got no gripes with Alan Pace and the guys. It's Sean Dyche now that needs to deliver on the field, and if he can do that, starting with Arsenal tomorrow, then everything will be rosy again. But the more we wait for that first win, the more anxious it's going to be. You know, to be in the bottom 3 even at this early stage, when you look at the fixture list, the first 4 games, I think we should have took 3 against Brighton, possibly 3 against Leeds, but we ended up with a point, and we should have had 3 on Monday. So, I'd have been happy with 6 or 7 points from the first 4 games. Liverpool aside, Liverpool are a class act, and everyone knows that. No, it's not been a good enough start for me. But Dyche has got his 4-year contract. We've got to back him. And let's hope he brings home the bacon tomorrow, because we need 3 points. It is going to be tough though. Arsenal have not made a great start themselves. I appeared on Mike Harneman's podcast last night, and we chewed the fat over certain things, and Mike doesn't seem too optimistic about Arsenal's chances. I'm not too optimistic about Burnley's, to be honest with you, considering how we fell apart on Monday. But one thing's for sure, I think it's going to be a tough game. Now, I think Cornet should start. I think we should play McNeil in a more central position. I'd actually drop Brownhill to the bench, give McNeil a central role where I think he can do a bit more damage. And if we do go in front, then we can go 5 in midfield. Okay, we'll take one of the strikers off and shore it up and put McNeil into an attacking midfield, role, and make a 5 and nullify Arsenal. That's the way I think it should be done. But it's Dyche who's in charge, and we'll just have to see how it goes. As for Arsenal, player to watch for me is Bakary Saka. I can't pronounce his first name, but Saka, the England international, who took all sorts of unwarranted abuse after his penalty. It was a feeble penalty miss, but he didn't deserve the unwarranted abuse he took on social media, and I thought it was disgraceful. But he grew up as a footballer during the European Championships playing for England. He put in some terrific performances, and he's got a good reception wherever he's been with Arsenal, and I'm sure he'll get the same treatment at Burnley tomorrow. I hope the fans applaud him, because what he had to go through after that final, no one should have had to go through, along with Rashford and people like that. It is hard. It's got to be said, but he's a tough cookie. He's a very good player. People might have said, why have you not picked Lacazette and Aubameyang? Simple reason. I think Saka is an absolute talent. He's a product of the Arsenal academy. I think he's a very good player. He's good enough to be an England player, absolutely, for sure, in my opinion. He grew up really fast as a footballer at the Euros, and that is down to Gareth Southgate. He's got a great future, there's no doubt about it, and if Arsenal can keep him for a good few years, then they've got a terrific player. But what do we have to do, Burnley? Well, we've got to be very less generous defensively. Hope Arsenal are in a generous mood defensively, and hopefully we can steal a scrap. I don't think it's going to be much in it. Me and Mike were alluding to that. I said scoring draw last night, or a possible 1-0. I still stick by that, but I am leaning towards a scrappy 1-0. We need to win. I don't care how we get the result tomorrow, we need to win, at least taking something from this game. I understand that Arsenal will be a tough nut to crack. Yeah, they've had a bad start themselves, but they got back on track with a scrappy 1-0 themselves last week. So I'd like to return the compliment and win 1-0 ourselves. The good thing is they've no Granit Xhaka, which is probably a good thing, because the guy would have liked to scrap, no doubt about it. But having said that, Arsenal will be tough. But we've drawn the last 2 times, and we are due a win at Turf Moor against Arsenal. We're due it. We won last year at the Emirates. We took 4 points. Mike's not optimistic that they'll win tomorrow, so someone's got to be optimistic, and I think someone's going to be me. And I think we're going to nick it. If not, a draw. But we can't lose. Simple as. But I'm going to go. I'll be a little bit more. I'll be a bit brave in the prediction and say 1-0 Burnley, just to give it that little bit of an edge. Okay. Right. Football coming up on. Well, before I go, because there's plenty of stuff to come on the commentary hub this weekend, and we've got some good football for you coming up. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Should be interesting. It'll be a bit nerve-wracking, obviously, for obvious reasons, but you know, we'll just have to see how it all plays out. But you know, as I said, 3 points, you know, would be much needed under the circumstances. That is for sure. Okay, we've got at least 4 live games for you this weekend on the Commentary Hub and JB Sports. Let's see what we've got for you then, because we've got some Premier League action and some Championship action to come. 4 live matches coming your way, and they include tonight at 7:50 with an 8 o'clock kickoff. We've got Newcastle United versus Leeds United. Obviously, Strick lost his appeal, possibly wrongly, for what happened on Sunday, against Liverpool, and I think that was the wrong decision from the FA. And they play Newcastle United. I think that could be a potential to be a Trevor Sports 4-4 prediction job. Anyway, Mike Arneman's going to be a commentator for that one. And then we delve into the Championship tomorrow at lunchtime, where we got Hull City against Sheffield United. Russ Vernon will be hosting the programme. Nicholas Jones will be commentating. That's at 12:20 tomorrow afternoon. All these games, incidentally, not just on the TC Hub, but they're on JDAT Football, Mike Arneman's channel, Storm FM, and TC Hub 2, as well as this channel, JB Sports. Russ will be hosting, Nicholas commentating, and then I'll be on the comment box covering events at Villa Park tomorrow between Aston Villa and Everton, the most played fixture in top flight football. Russ again hosting, and I'll be in the commentary box for that one. That's at 5:20 tomorrow tea time, and then at 1:50 on Sunday we've got West Ham United against Manchester United. Chris Coughlin will make his TC Hub and JB Sports debut for that one as well. So 4 live commentary games, plus we'll have a 3 o'clocker covered by Russ as well in a delay form. We won't tell you what game it is until Russ announces it, but I promise you it will be a good game. I hope so anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit those notifications, and then you know what commentaries, live commentaries or delay commentaries, or any videos from me that are going to be coming up next. We need you all supporting us. It's good to know we're past 850. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who subscribed, actually, because I haven't had a chance to say this. Thank you for hitting 850 subs. It's been amazing. The support you guys give me is unbelievable. So keep liking the videos, keep watching the videos, whatever they are, live or like these preview videos or review videos I do. Keep liking what I'm doing, and keep supporting the TCO geezers as well, because they are superb as well what they do. So keep supporting them over the weekend, and as well as myself, and yeah, that would be fantastic. To hit 850 is a magnificent thing for a small time YouTuber like me. I'm over the moon. I can't say much more than that. What more can you say? Anyway, have a fantastic Friday. I'll see you very soon. I'll be on, next time you'll hear from me on JB Sports will be as part of the TCO commentary team for Aston Villa against Everton tomorrow tea time. So I'll see you then. I'll try not to make it too upsetting if we lose, but I'll be professional as I always am when I'm commentating. So yeah, I'll see you for that one tomorrow, or you'll next hear from me for that one tomorrow. But until then, take care, have a wonderful Friday, and have a good start to the weekend. Take care. Bye.